Stephanie's? Yes.
So for the motion and for so all approved, just say aye.
Yeah.
Okay, that way we get it on the
So it was like to just part this 1, 2.
All right, good morning, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Development and Environmental Review Committee, the regular meeting of February 12th, 2025, Wednesday, approximately 10:02 a.m. Will we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. My name is Michael Gonzalez with the Planning Division. We're gonna have roll call.
So, Guerrero, Land Development.
Ryan Castillo, traffic.
Michael Monarch, Water Department Engineering.
Robert Castro, Water Department, Environmental Control.
George Bulari, Planning.
Chantal Choice, Planning Division.
Jerry Arolano, Building Division.
Michael Barrera, Integrated Way, Public Works.
Dorothy Ibarra, County Fire.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're gonna move on to public comments for items listed and not listed on the agenda. There's a limitation that shall apply to each member of the public who wishes to address the DERC committee on any item on the agenda, excluding public hearings. There is no limit to the number of items that may be discussed within the 3-minute time limit. Is there anybody that would like to speak on anything that is not on the agenda today? All right, moving on to the consent agenda. There will be no separate discussion of consent calendar items unless a committee member requests that the item be considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Number 1 on the consent calendar is approval of the draft minutes. And our recommendation today is to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of January 22nd, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? All approved?
Yes.
Any denies? No? All right, thank you, everybody. Moving on to the public hearing items. Item number 2, George, can we have the project, please, sir?
Yes. All right, thank you, Mike. Good morning, everybody. Item number 2 is going to be conditional use permit number 23-07. This is a request to allow the conversion of an approximate 66,373 square foot building into a 115 room assisted living facility in an approximate 0.96 acre site. Some just very quick background information on this project. This would be kind of in conjunction with the Department of Social Services. That's a state agency. Some of their general services include, daily tasks for older folks that they need to, mealtime, administering medications, things of that nature, exercise. So as mentioned, it's 115 rooms. This is 2 beds per room. And as far as location, this is going to be at 2000 Ostrom's Way. That's generally on the south side of University Parkway, kind of on the north end of our city. It's in the commercial general 1 zone. As far as CEQA purposes go, this would be exempt pursuant to 15301 existing facilities because there's no modifications or exterior additions to the building or square footage being added or anything like that. That being said, this is just a recommendation to get to the final approving body, which would be Planning Commission, which is tentatively scheduled for the next hearing, which is March 11th. And the applicant and myself are here for any questions.
All right, thank you, George. The applicant here, do they have any questions for the DRC committee? No questions? You good, sir? Okay. All right, so you're just recommending to move this forward to the Planning Commission, and the date would be March 11th, 2025. All right, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
All right. No denies. Thank you. Thank you, George. All right, we're moving on to item number 3. I do have some speaker slips. We're gonna go through the project first. And then if you did fill out a speaker slip, you will be sworn in, and then we will proceed as such.
Yes, item number 3 is development permit type D 23-13. It is a request to allow the development and establishment of an industrial warehouse building containing approximately 557,000 square feet on a parcel containing approximately 25.212 acres. The project site is located on the east side of North Sterling Avenue between East Fifth Street and East Sixth Street within the industrial light zone. There was a final environmental impact report done for the project pursuant to section 15089 of the California Environmental Quality Act. Staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee adopt resolution 2025-009, certifying the final environmental impact report, California State Clearinghouse scheduled number 20240501111, and adopting the facts, findings, and statement of overriding consideration and mitigation monitoring and reporting program for the project, and approving development permit type D 23-13 based on the findings of facts and subject to the recommended conditions of approval.
All right, thank you, Chantel.
The applicant does have a presentation.
Okay, great. Come on up to the podium, sir. And state your name for the record, please.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. My name is Peter Mateo. I am the Planning and Development Director for San Manuel. Thank you to the Development Environmental Review Committee. Thank you to the DRC for reviewing our application today, and the work has been spent by city staff, so we appreciate that. And the local public for coming out on a rainy day. I'd like to talk to you about our project today, and I'll go over some quick slides for you guys to review. In recent decades, San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, or the tribe, has played a significant role in the region as economic driver, job provider, and advocate for supporting community causes, with 70% of our community investments and charitable giving directed locally. When you ask any member of the tribe, what sets San Manuel apart? The answer lies in our unwavering belief in the spirit of Yahweh, or to act upon one's belief. The tribe has a special connection to the land, stewardship of their ancestral lands, and taking care of the people who inhabit them. That's what gives the tribe and those who represent the tribe purpose. We are committed to fulfilling the tribe's legacy to be leaders for positive social change. Since 2003, San Manuel has forged hundreds of nonprofit and governmental partnerships with the nation's over $400 million throughout the community. Our charitable giving reinforces healthy and resilient communities. An example being the tribe's gifts to Loma Linda University for their children's hospital, Claremont Graduate University to support healthcare for the underserved population, and funding for Mary's Mercy Center to empower the lives of men living in homelessness, and the Dodgers Greenfield to provide a safe space for the San Bernardino youth. That same care for our community extends to infrastructure improvements, which includes facilities that support fire and other first responders, and street improvements projects that support community-wide transportation needs. Our first warehouse development near the airport, San Manuel Landing Logistics Hub, is the merging of vision and values, the result of a shared vision and values-based design concept. This new project is no different. The San Manuel Landing 2 is an investment with long-term benefits, with enhanced area infrastructure to serve the neighboring businesses and surrounding communities. This next slide shows our proposed, is a rendering of our proposed building. This is looking northeast towards the San Bernardino Mountains. The street on your right, that's we're along 5th Street there. On the left is Sterling Avenue. And the mission here was really to bring you guys a project that you would be proud to approve. We're located on the northeast corner of Fifth and Sterling Avenue in the city. We're about 2 miles south of SR 210 and 3 miles east of I-215. We're just a few blocks north of the San Bernardino Airport. So San Manuel is here today to ask for a approval of a development application to build an industrial warehouse. The property is zoned in industrial light and is in conformance with the city's general plan and zoning map. And we are not asking for any zone changes today. Quick review of the site plan. We're on 25 acres, as Chantel mentioned. The proposed building is going to be north of 550,000 square foot. We are having solar infrastructure on site, EV charging stations. On the southeast corner, you can see kind of a long elongated driveway to help with queuing. So we're going to get trucks off the road, off of 5th Street. We can probably hold about 10 trucks there instead of having them on city roads, which will create traffic. The employee parking will be both on the east and west side of the building with access to driveways on 6th and Sterling. Regarding the project's design, the tribe always thinks of 7 generations. How can we help the community for 7 generations, and how can we be relevant and to provide a building that we can all be proud of? So that's the first mission. The second mission is also to locate a tenant, maybe with good credit, a high credit tenant, or maybe perhaps a Fortune 500 tenant. So that was kind of our mission here in designing a building that we can all be proud of, that will last many generations, and a tenant would be excited to come here. So this isn't our first foray in industrial development. We built San Manuel Landing 1 on the southeast corner of 3rd and Victoria. You've all probably seen it with the water tower of that. We were lucky to be award winning on that project. The one I'm mostly proud of is our NAIOP Gala Award, which the community identified the project as the Community Improvement of the Year. We also won an award from the Tildup Concrete Association. CoStar and the U.S. Green Building Council certified our project as LEED certified, or LEED Silver certified. So San Manuel strives to build, the gold standard in our development efforts. You can see it how the market was receptive to that by some of those awards that we won. We're committed to being best in class, best in market opportunity for not just ourselves, but for the community and those who will be working there. Some just items that we think that we're planning to do on phase 2 that's going to carry over from phase 1 includes solar infrastructure. So solar panels on the roof, conduits, being more sustainable, LEED design elements, which include low flow toilets, chargers and things like that. Sustainability in building materials and practices. So getting, tier 4 grading equipment to minimize greenhouse gas impacts. And then one thing that's kind of unique that we did on phase 1 was we put up a decorative wall art on 3rd Street to pay homage and honor to the area's history and perhaps support local artists. The landscape design was meant to do 2 things. One, to create a visually appealing project, good curb appeal, but also understanding the climate of the region. We focused on being drought tolerant. However, we're still going to be building and constructing almost 200 trees and over 2,000 plants and shrubs in the facility. The decorative wall art actually is on 5th Street there in the south end of that project. They're quite large. I think the ones that we build on 3rd Street are 8 by 14. We really want to involve the community in those things. So we're excited to bring that on phase 2 as well. Some samples of this. actually. These are conceptual in nature. We haven't finalized the actual design, but these are some samples. Obviously the citrus that's been known for in this area. And then the iconic Arrowhead landmark, which has been, an iconic landmark here for decades and decades. So why are we all kind of spending our time and doing this today? First is job creation. So every 1,000 square foot of building equates to about one job. So we're thinking over 500 permanent jobs in the region. But please keep in mind that doesn't include, our team here that's going to be working on the project, contractors, iron workers, concrete guys, surveyors. They're all going to be coming down to the project, and it'll spur economic activity. They'll need to get gas, they'll need to get lunch. They'll want to do their dry cleaning in the area. So we're excited for that. And the third one I'd like to kind of promote is community safety. Just kind of getting rid of a little bit of the blight and improving some of the infrastructure out there. But there's a long list there, and we're excited to be able to support these things. To show you guys a kind of an example of our dedication, we have a short 30-second video, Chantel, if it works.
For generations, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has acted on its beliefs. Those beliefs inspire us to give back to create a better tomorrow. Our tribe takes great pride in supporting important causes within our ancestral lands, throughout Indian country, and beyond. Throughout today's challenges and tomorrow's possibilities, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians will be here to make a difference, honoring our history, celebrating our culture, building a brighter future for us all.
Thank you, Chantel. And thank you to the DRC for taking your time today to listen to our project. I'm going to leave you with one thing. If you drive up to Victoria, you'll see our casino, and bets are made every day, every hour, probably. In kind of reverse fashion, I believe this project is a bet from the tribe, from San Manuel, on you and on me and on us. It's a bet on the community that we can be successful. It's a bet on the community that we can hire employees to run it successfully. So I have one ask, and I propose that we build something greater together. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mateo. And we do have some speaker slips on this item. You'll be sworn in. Alyssa, did you want to?
Okay, if you'll be speaking on item number 3 today, if you can please stand and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm that the testimony you're about to give before this body will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please say I do. Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, thank you, everybody. And then we did have an interpreter. Okay. And that was
Yes.
for Mrs. Yanez.
Yes.
Okay, does she want to come up? Mrs. Yanez? And the interpreter, if you'd like to come up, please. You'll be allowed 6 minutes to speak, okay? You want to state your name for the records?
Lourdes Llanes.
Perla Hidalgo López.
Buenos días, miembros de la Junta de Revisión Ambiental del Desarrollo de San Bernardino.
Good morning, members of the DBRC of the City of San Bernardino.
Soy la reverenda Lourdes Llanes, principal pastora de la Iglesia Cristiana Supremo Llamamiento en San Bernardino.
I am Reverend Lourdes Llanes, lead pastor at High Calling Christian Church in the city of San Bernardino, which is Iglesia Cristiana Misionera Supremo Llamamiento.
Estoy acompañada por Perla Hidalgo, su posición en la iglesia es administradora de la corporación.
I am accompanied by Perla Hidalgo Lopez, and her position is administrator of the corporation.
Estamos aquí porque creemos en el proyecto de la calle 5 y el Sterling.
We are here because we believe in the project on 5th Street and Sterling,
Y también del desarrollo de San Manuel Landing.
and of the development of San Manuel Landing.
Consideramos que esto será una inversión valiosa para nuestra comunidad.
We consider that this will be a valuable investment for our community,
Especialmente en un área designada para tales proyectos.
especially since it's in an area that is designated for such projects.
Como ministerio y organización de alcance social,
As a ministry and an organization of community outreach
en esta ciudad de San
in
Bernardino,
the city of San Bernardino,
entendemos la importancia de trabajar con la comunidad y escucharla.
we understand the importance of working with the community and hearing them too.
A través de nuestra asociación con San Manuel en la ciudad,
Through our collaboration, our partnership with San Manuel in this city,
se nos proporcionó una descripción general del proyecto de la calle 5 y Sterling.
we were provided with a general description of the project on 5th Street and Sterling,
Esto incluyó también el proceso de EIR,
and which includes this process where we are now,
que se comunicó directamente con los
and it
residentes.
was communicated directly to the residents.
Apreciamos este enfoque basada en ser buenos vecinos,
We appreciate this focus that is based on being a good neighbor.
y esto refleja los valores que compartimos con la tribu.
And this reflects the values that we share with the tribe.
El compromiso de San Manuel con la comunidad tanto económica
The commitment of San Manuel with the community, not just economic,
como socialmente
but socially,
es encomiable,
it is something that is it's worth of noting,
o sea, digna de admiración y respeto.
worthy of admiration and respect.
Y creemos que beneficiará a nuestra ciudad en los años venideros.
And we believe that it will benefit our city for the upcoming years.
La tribu y este proyecto tienen como objetivo involucrar la comunidad
The tribe and this project has as an objective to involve the people of this community
de una manera que garantice que los residentes estén informados
in a way that guarantees that the residents will be informed
y ellos puedan brindar comentarios.
and that they can bring their comments.
En la Iglesia Cristiana Supremo Llamamiento,
At High Calling Christian Church,
creemos que este espíritu de comunidad
we believe that this spirit of community
ha guiado el estudio del proyecto hasta su construcción futura.
will guide very successfully this project until its future construction.
Y esto refleja el compromiso
Now, this reflects the commitment
y la relación de la tribu
and the relationship of the tribe
con las gentes de nuestra ciudad.
with the people of our city.
Muchas gracias
Thank you
por considerar nuestra opinión
for considering our opinion
en este importante asunto.
in this important matter.
Y agradecemos la bondad de su atención.
And we are grateful for the kindness of your attention.
Thank you. Your comments are duly noted and been read into the record. Next up, we have Mr. Frank Montes. Like to state your name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Frank Montes. Bear with me, I picked up my brown pair of glasses this morning, so we're gonna be in trouble. So bear with me. Good morning, members of the San Bernardino Development Environmental Review Board. I am Frank Montes with the Hispanic Coalition of Small Businesses, which was formed in 2022 to be the leading resource and voice of Hispanic and diverse small businesses in the region. I do want to add, we have an office across the street from City Hall, Riverside, and downtown LA. So more than regional, we're statewide now. Last year, members of the Hispanic Coalition and other regional chamber leaders had the opportunity to tour San Manuel Landing to learn more about a different side of the tribe. San Manuel's role as a social philanthropic leader is well known, but this provide a concrete example of how it approaches developments, particularly ones literally in their own backyard, just a few miles away from the reservation. The project under review is within an area envisioned for such uses as part of the overall economic development picture of San Bernardino and aligns with the planned uses within the area. The more jobs that are brought to the airport, the more opportunities small businesses in San Bernardino will have to cater and provide services to these workers. The proactive collaboration and community involvement demonstrated by the tribe are not just commendable, they are essential. San Manuel is not a developer, but a government that wants lasting economic and social benefits across their ancestral homelands, evident in the vital partnerships the tribe fosters with Inland Empire nonprofits and small businesses, particular businesses that reflect the diverse makeup of the community that surrounds these projects. We support Fifth and Sterling development because and trust that San Manuel has our city's interests at heart. Thank you for considering the direct and indirect economic impact of this project and diverse communities that make up this city region. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Comments are duly noted and been read into the record. Next up, we have Karen DiCarlo.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's a pleasure to see you, and I feel blessed to be here today to speak on behalf of our good friends at San Manuel. I am the executive director of Santa Claus Inc. Of Greater San Bernardino. So I have a little different perspective. We have been friends and partners with San Manuel since about 1952. So we've known them from the very beginning of our organization. Because of their help and the partnership that we've shared, we've grown from a Christmas organization, Santa Claus, to a year-round organization serving over 250,000 kids a year. Our office and our distribution center are located on East 6th Street, which is just 1.5 miles from the proposed project. And let me tell you one thing, it's having this project in our community would be absolutely wonderful, aesthetically and economically, because we are in a very depressed area. You know, as a San Bernardino native, I've watched the ups and downs in our area, and my dad was at Norton for 40 years. So when it closed, it was personal. And it's been an uphill battle to rebuild our community, be able to make up for all the jobs and what was lost. And San Manuel is doing exactly that with this program. I don't have to tell you how integral the tribe is to our community. Aesthetic, economic additions to our community are overwhelming. They haven't always had the resources that they have now. I can remember, well, I was kind of little at the time, but in the beginning of our organization, we actually provided Christmas gifts to the San Manuel tribe for their children. And since then, since they've grown to where they are today, they've worked really hard to support our community and to make it better. They address the social needs of our community. They help the community in so many different ways. And I just hope that this committee will see that and understand the wonderful things that they bring to our city. My presence here today maybe just is a small piece, but I just want to let you know that on behalf of Santa Claus Inc. and our thousands of volunteers, our staff, and the many thousands of children and families that we serve, we vote a strong vote of confidence in San Manuel in this project. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Comments are being noted and read into the record. Next up, we have Ms. Chandra Kapoor.
Hi, good morning. My members of the Development Environmental Review Committee. My name is Chandra Secor, Assistant Vice President of Government Affairs for Loma Linda University Health. And I'm honored to speak this morning regarding our longstanding partnership with the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Our century-long friendship is built on mutual respect and shared values, enriching our Inland Empire community. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has shown a deep commitment to cultural heritage and community initiatives. Notable projects include the Loma Linda University San Manuel Gateway College, located in downtown San Bernardino, which has trained over 600 graduates, and the San Manuel Maternity Pavilion in our Children's Hospital, providing top quality care to approximately 4,000 mothers and babies annually. Their support has also expanded our cancer center and founded the Possibilities Program, helping nearly 7,000 disabled members regain independence and quality of life. We deeply appreciate the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians for their support and commitment to the community. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today.
Comments are duly noted and read into the record. Next up, Rick Lazar. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, sir. Okay.
Good morning. My name is Rick Lazar. I'm a Senior Vice President at Lee and Associates Commercial Real Estate. And they're out of Riverside, but my roots are in the San Bernardino Valley and have been. Our family's been in San Bernardino and the general area for over 103 years. And I was born and raised in San Bernardino, and so our roots are very deep. And I specialize in commercial real estate. And ironically, I was involved with the sale of the property to San Manuel approximately 28 years ago. So I've always envisioned that this would be the use of the property. And San Manuel was smart enough to see that vision, and they waited a long time. And it's going to be, I don't need to keep saying what everyone is saying. It's going to be an incredible project. So we support it tremendously, and I want to congratulate them. And I know it'll be a tremendous benefit to this area for years to come. I do have a technical question that maybe some of the experts could tell me. I know going at the very bottom of the property along 5th Street, going in a southeast northwest direction is a navigation easement that's been that affects that property. And yet I'm looking at the improvements on it, and it looks like a portion of the building, and what this navigation easement does is it impacts the potential height of buildings that can be on the property, at least on the very west side. And I want, and from looking at the diagrams, it looks like, and I could point it out if you'd like. It looks like part of the buildings is on that navigation easement, and I just wanted to know if maybe Tribe could explain to me how they're dealing with that, because we represent owners of property that go to the west. And ironically, the property to the west is in the city of Highland. It's kind of like a checkerboard area right there. There's properties that are in Highland, San Bernardino, I think still are even in the county of San Bernardino. you would think anything going west would be San Bernardino, but it isn't that way. So we're curious because my client's properties are impacted by that navigation easement, and I'd like to know if in fact there is improvements within that navigation easement area, how they were able to get approval to do it, because we'd kind of like to do the same thing.
Did the applicants want to come up and answer the question or? Go ahead.
Thank you for your comment. Yes, you're correct. There is a navigation easement on the west side of the property. It's approximately about five plus acres. It impacts about 5+ acres of the site. We submitted I believe it was a Form 7460 with the FAA and got that approved. And also we are in current discussions with the San Bernardino International Airport Authority and IDDA. Essentially negotiate a lease on the navigation easement area so that we can use it for warehouse service.
So there is a path.
Yes, sir.
To allow that, because we've had a couple different transactions on approximately 7 acres where the San Bernardino International Airport is flat out said you're not going to build a building on those areas, and it greatly affects the economic impact to our clients. And we just want to be able to, if at some point in the future I could meet with you and maybe get a little insights in how you're doing.
Yes, sir. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah, we guys could have an outside conversation.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And just say that we congratulate you. I think it's going to be an incredible project, and we hope to be able to replicate that in other areas of water.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Azar. Comments read into the record, duly noted. Next up, we have Cassandra Pino.
Good morning, members of the San Bernardino Development Environmental Review Board. My name is Cassandra Pino. I'm the policy manager for the Native American Land Conservancy. The Native American Land Conservancy is an intertribal nonprofit that was founded in 1998, whose mission is to acquire, preserve, and protect sacred lands. We conduct our work through land acquisition, education, cultural programming for Native communities, and the survey and monitoring of tribal historic properties. We collaborate with and support numerous tribal nations, including San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, in projects that safeguard cultural and natural values. We have worked with San Manuel to help manage the preserves we hold and care for, the majority of which lie within San Bernardino County and encompass their ancestral homelands. We hold tribal values and principles of caring for ancestral lands as its steward. We also support tribes like San Manuel to carry out projects that balance economic, ecological, and social priorities that benefit their people and surrounding communities. We are here today to support their development proposal. San Manuel, like other tribes we work with, takes a thoughtful and serious approach to fully understanding the environmental impacts of their projects, as evidenced by the undertaking of a full environmental impact report that goes above and beyond what is required for a project of this type. Tribes have a deep understanding of the land and its cultural resources, making it a priority to ensure their respect and preservation during any development project. San Manuel values environmental protection and cultural preservation, illustrated by the San Manuel Landing Project, which received LEED Silver certification in 2024, a distinction shared by only 36 other logistic facilities in California. The project won the Community Impact Project of the Year award from the National Association of Industrial and Office Parks for creating a space with access to a linear park. It also preserved local history by moving a historic water tower and adding murals that represent that area. The full and careful environmental study at 5th and Sterling Project reflects tribal values, emphasizing sustainability and a positive impact for the local community. We support the tribe in their endeavor, and San Manuel's history of collaboration and partnership with the Native American Land Conservancy is a testament to its commitment of environmental and native land stewardship. Thank you for considering our perspective on this important.
All right, thank you very much. Comments are duly noted and read into the record. Mr. Pablo Ramirez.
Good morning, members of the San Bernardino Development and Environmental Review Board. My name is Pablo Ramirez and I am the Executive Director with Legal Aid Society San Bernardino, longtime native of San Bernardino, and we are also located on 6th Street. So I am here to express my support for the proposed logistics project at the northwest corner of 5th and Sterling. My recent visit to the nearby San Manuel Landing Logistics Center reaffirmed my belief the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is deeply committed to the local community and to responsible development that affects and benefits the local community. The tribe collaborates with local organizations, including Legal Aid Society of San Bernardino, to help keep families in their homes and provide stability across San Bernardino, including in neighborhoods around the airport by offering pro bono legal services to individuals grappling with poverty and other issues. For over 60 years, the Legal Aid Society of San Bernardino has offered legal services to more than 8,500 households a year, a lot of them being in the city of San Bernardino and county of San Bernardino. We provide essential support in areas such as family law, housing, domestic violence, guardianship, conservatorship, and consumer rights. We're located within 6th Street and within San Bernardino Superior Court, offering City of San Bernardino residents immediate support. We provide essential services, San Manuel Band of Mission Indians directly supports our mission of ensuring access to justice to the most vulnerable family members of our community. In summary, this project offers a significant opportunity for the growth of San Bernardino, providing collective benefits through partnerships with organizations like Legal Aid Society of San Bernardino. And thank you for considering my input. I'm going to read it in Spanish to benefit any of the Spanish speakers. So, buenos días, miembros de la Junta de Revisión Ambiental del Desarrollo de San Bernardino. Mi nombre es Pablo Ramírez y soy el director ejecutivo de la Sociedad de San Bernardino. Estoy aquí para expresar mi apoyo al proyecto logístico propuesto en la esquina noroeste del 5º y Sterling. Mi reciente visita al centro logístico San Manuel Landing reafirmó mi convicción de que la tribu San Manuel está profundamente comprometida con la comunidad local y con un desarrollo responsable que beneficia directamente a los residentes de esta comunidad. La tribu colabora con organizaciones locales, incluyendo Legal Aid Society of San Bernardino, para ayudar a las familias a permanecer en sus hogares y brindar estabilidad en San Bernardino, incluyendo los vecindarios alrededor del aeropuerto, ofreciendo servicios legales gratuitos a personas que enfrentan pobreza. Por más de 60 años, Legal Aid Society San Bernardino ha brindado servicios legales a más de 8,500 hogares cada año, proporcionando apoyo esencial en áreas de derecho familiar, vivienda, violencia doméstica, tutela y curandería y derechos del consumidor. La tribu San Manuel apoya directamente nuestra misión de garantizar acceso a la justicia para los miembros más vulnerables de nuestra comunidad. En resumen, este proyecto representa una gran oportunidad para el crecimiento de San Bernardino, ofreciendo beneficios colectivos a través de colaboraciones con organizaciones como Legal Aid Society San Bernardino. Gracias por considerar nuestros comentarios.
Thank you very much. Comments are duly noted and read into the record. And we appreciate everybody's input. Does the applicant have any questions for the PERC?
No.
Do you agree to all the conditions of approval?
Yes.
You do, okay. So our recommendation today is that we adopt resolution number 2025-009, certifying the final environmental impact report for California State Clearinghouse Schedule number 2024050111, and adopting the facts, findings, and statement of overriding considerations and mitigation monitoring and reporting program for the project, and approving development permit type D 23-13 based on the findings of fact and subject to the recommended conditions of approval. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any denies? Item passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome. All right. Moving on to item number 4 today. It's going to be development permit type P 23-04. It is a request to allow the development and establishment of a multifamily residential project consisting of a leasing office containing 1,220 square feet and 42 units within two 3-story buildings known as Building B, containing approximately 11,500 square feet, and Building C containing approximately 11,500 square feet. The project includes covered parking within the buildings located on the first floor of each building on a project site comprised of 3 parcels containing a total of approximately 1.92 acres. It is located at 1325 East Colston Drive within the residential medium high zone. And we are looking at it as categorically exempt to permit 15332 for the state CEQA guidelines. And Mr. Nelson, how are you, sir? Did you have any questions for the DRC committee or?
Thank you, DERC and staff. It's an honor to. Let me rephrase it this way. I hope everyone's family and friends are untouched by these recent fires that have occurred, let alone anything local here with the weather and stuff. No, I don't have any questions at this time, but I would like to make myself available to respond to any concerns or comments.
Does anybody have any concerns or comments on the project? No. Looks like we're good, sir. All right, so our recommendation today is that staff recommends that the Development and Environmental Review Committee move this item forward to the Planning Commission. We are looking at the March 11th, 2025 hearing, okay? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All approved?
Aye.
Any denies? None? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch, good sir. You reach out to me if you have any questions and I'll be happy. Thank you.
Stay dry.
We'll try. Item number 5 today, George, do we have a project, sir?
Yes, thank you, Mike. Good morning to everybody. The item before us today is development of P 24-02, as well as amendment to conditions 24-01. This is a request for site and architectural review of 22 single-family homes on a previously approved tract map. That's tract map number 10302, as well as modifications to the conditions of approval for that map, discussing the construction of Piedmont Drive. And so some quick background on this too. The tentative was approved back in 1997. Those lots were previously recorded. They're finalized. So they've been there for over 27 years now. So now the actual development of the homes are coming in. These homes consist of, well, the lot size, they're pretty big. They're ranging size from 8,000 to up to 20,000 for some of the corner lots. See some nice sized lots there. And then the actual homes themselves, they're ranging size from approximately 2,000 square feet, 2,400 square feet. These consist of 2 floor plans and then 2 different architectural styles, which is actually, no, it's Tuscan and Spanish style homes. As far as location, this project's at the northwest corner of Palm Avenue and Piedmont Drive. This site plan's actually flipped, so true north is oriented a little bit different here, but you do see Palm right there. Thank you, Brian. The zone for this property is residential suburban. As far as CEQA purposes go, this is using section 15162. That is the previous environmental determination back in 97. We had a tentative, we did a mitigated negative declaration, which of course did anticipate construction of these homes, which is why we're tearing off that environmental document. That being said, it's not the approval or anything, it's just the recommendation that staff has to bring this project forward to the final hearing body, which would be the planning commission, which is tentatively the next one as well, which is March 11th. As far as the amendment to conditions, just a brief note on that, it's kind of going in there, updating the conditions as needed. Obviously, what happened in 1997, there was going to be some ways to modify that and bring that up to code, and that's why they had also applied for that application. Myself, the applicant, are here if there's any questions.
All right. Did you have any questions with DRC or comments you wanted to make, sir?
Yeah, Brian King from Monte Vista Homes. A couple of conditions, like mostly engineering conditions that I just had a question on or had a concern on. Number 3, mapping. It says we'd have to do a final tract map, but we've already done that. It's already recorded. So I just want to make sure that wasn't required down the road because it's already been done. There was some street widths that in a meeting a long time ago with engineering, I brought up the Piedmont street width, the right of way. It's called out supposed to be 88 foot total proposed and it's 0 existing, but it's actually 66 feet existing per the recorded track map, which matches the whole length of Piedmont. So just there's a few items in the dedications section of the conditions that are incorrect. That I'd like to ask her to correct at some point. Take a look at it, correct. Yeah.
So they'll be corrected before the final resolution is drafted. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
You'll
don't want to
have it all fixed.
I just don't want any confusion down the road.
Okay.
After we're approved on that. There's a couple other engineering conditions like the curb radius on the corners says 35 feet is supposed to be 25 feet. We'd already discussed that in the past. And then the residential drive approaches, it says here we can't be within 100 feet of a curb return. And we discussed that, and that's not the case either. So I just want to make sure those, and that's on all 3 streets that those need to be revised. I think that was the extent. Yeah, that was the extent of my concerns. Otherwise, yeah, we agree with the conditions.
Okay.
Proposed.
All right.
Quick comment. For the final track map, was there an expiration date when it went to council back in 1997 for construction to begin on the final track?
No,
map?
there's no such thing. Once the map's recorded, it's recorded. Yeah, there's no such thing. It's not like I know like a conditional use permit, things like that do have expiration dates sometimes, but once the tentative has an expiration date, but once the map's recorded, it's recorded. They're legal lots of record.
Yeah, so the final map was recorded in 1997, so standard as is. Okay, well, we'll fix the resolution and update the conditions.
I'll get that to you, Brian, definitely for your.
Cool.
Yeah, before we do the final and we go to PC.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool. Thank you.
And then, so this is looking for the March 11th?
Yes.
All right, so we're recommending that we move this forward to the planning commission for March 11th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? None? All right, item passes.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thanks for.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're gonna adjourn next regular meeting for the DERC. It's Wednesday, February 26th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in this room. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.